So, a friend of mine sent me this message on Facebook, and I want to try to answer the question to the best of my knowledge. So, I'm not an expert or a researcher with billion point data, but I just wanted to answer this honestly because I understand there's a lot of worries in the ecosystem. And this happens a lot, when there is market shift. So, and what AI is currently doing is a huge market shift. Just imagine when people, when the invention of electricity, people go from they can't stay long at night to day and night. There's not even a difference anymore. So we have to think about it. Internet also the law of disruptions. In my career as a tech person, I've seen so many disruption. But this AI wave is like something we've never seen before. And every day it's going deeper and deeper. And we're like, even experts that have said, oh, maybe it will take us 10 years, 20 years, all of those have been demystified already. So, what is the question that a friend of mine asked? I'll just read it out. So, she said, are coding and web development still viable career options in this age of AI and beyond? Is it worth learning? We'll really love your answer here. How privately. So I'm probably just like going to answer this uh, so that everyone can just like benefit from it. And also, you also can share your opinion, what you think about the future we are heading. So I just read a LinkedIn post that talked about a lot of layoffs. We've here since last year we've seen massive layoffs, and also we should understand that there are two camps right now. There are people who are trying to like, okay, we need to slow down, and then there are also big enterprise companies like Meta, OpenAI, XAI, all of these big organizations that are pushing the narratives about the amazing work AI is doing and all of this stuff. And all these things are true. AI is doing mind blowing stuff. And you start to question everything you know about coding, about knowledge retention, and stuff like that. And the smarter and smarter AI becomes, the less and less we will need this kind of expertise. But at the same time, also, uh, before Photoshop, we used to have amazing, art. And if you remember the Romance Renaissance period, when there's amazing kind of art that you look at, it's like real life, you know. And then Photoshop came, technology came, it changed everything. But now, what becomes rarity is that people who could sit down and do a particular work of art without using maybe Photoshop or all of these generative AI tools, those skills now become something that is admired. And also I was going through, there's this art page I normally follow, and it was showing us how architecture have changed over the years. You know, in the 19th centuries, in the 18th centuries, you see the architectures and you see the intricacy of designs, how complex it is. Because at that time, people really take time, to do the work and enjoy it because there's so less distraction. But today, because we have ArchiCAD, we have all of these enablement tools, we've simplified things so much that when you see modern structures, they're just boxes. We can't see that beauty of intricacy. Even they were showing a pipe of how pipe that take gutter that take water from the roof down, and you can see the kind of intricate design that was done into that. That was how details architecture was in the past. But now, because of advancement technology, things are moving so fast. We want it fast and we want it now. So we now simplify things and stuff. So AI is going to simplify stuff even more today. But that doesn't mean that the heart of engineering, of coding, the joy of solving problem is going to go away, because that's what makes us human. In my office, I'm not like a professional hat, but I'm an enthusiast. I still draw because I enjoy that feeling of drawing, of creating with my own hands. And I won't stop coding because I just enjoy building stuff. So, but AI is going to change the way I do these things. And another thing I want to say is that before the advent of AI, generative code have always been a market. There's market for it. There is Team Forest, there is Code Kion, all of these platforms that you can just buy off the shelf codes, customize it, get license for it, and make it yours. So it's just that now AI is doing that same thing for us. So the market for code generations by other people being sold have always been from the beginning. When I started developing and learning how to code, what we used to have is script websites where you buy script and then you can use it, because JavaScript was so complicated at the time. So people buy script and then they use it on their website. And some people that don't have access to all of this amazing software engineers that can write code, they'll just buy off the shelf script, pay for the license, and they use it. But now, because of AI, that market will be impacted. So people will be able to generate this code because AI will be generating this code for you. But then you still need, even if you buy a script, you still need to understand how to stitch this script together. So that's where the knowledge of coding is very, very crucial. So if you enjoy problem solving, if you enjoy building stuff, learn to code. It's still a joy. That feeling I had the first time I put a web page using Notepad and I create my first .html and I saw the magic of text to a web browser. It's amazing. And I think that thrill is still going to be there. But AI is just going to enable us to create more. You see, for every new invention, there will be new problems, there will be new need. Yeah, right now we don't know where the economy is heading. We don't know their job losses and stuff like that. But things will go as crazy as it is, and then it will normalize. And then new problems, new solutions, and people will be deployed in that area. What I would just say is that keep learning AI. Keep learning how to code yourself. Learn how technology works, because it's going to be the difference. I remember then we have a lot of people, I have friends that build websites with WordPress. They'll just buy the theme and the code, they use it and everything, and that's all. But when it comes to doing custom solutions, they find it as difficult to do because they don't really know how to code. But for us that know how to code, it opens a lot of opportunity for us. We can build from scratch, we can customize things and everything. So if you know how to code, AI is going to 10x your work. Yeah, you may not be able to maybe get a job in big organizations or stuff like that, but there will be new companies that will come up that will still hire people. You understand? So there will be new solutions, there will be new ways to solve problems. Another thing I wanted to say in closing is we should understand that there's emerging markets like Africa and developing world who needs to catch up in terms of like software solutions, affordable softwares. AI is going to enable Africa, other development countries and nations to be able to bootstrap their technology advancement. That's what AI is going to do. And we need engineers to be able to do that. So that's the reason why you should learn to code. Learn it because you want to solve problems, not just because you want to land a big paying job. Yes, you could. You can build your own stuff, solve your own problem, localize the problem in your area, in your community, and use code to build it, and use AI as an assistant to help you learn better. Even if you have been putting forward like how to learn how to code, this is even the best time to learn how to code because AI can guide you. I've been learning a lot with AI now. If there is a code I don't understand, AI, I've said, break it down for me. It explains this explicitly, which is really, really good. That's what we need now. So learning is going to change applications of knowledge is going to change. So it's going to be an amazing period, but there's still going to be fear because we don't know where all these are heading. But let's be optimistic. So if you want to really learn to code, you enjoy problem solving, please go ahead. If you wanted to do it for a career, because there's still so many inventions, there's still so many things that we need to get. So if you want to study computer science because you love it, go study computer science, learn software engineering, still do what you love. That's what I would say. Do what you love, what you care about. And that's what's going to make the difference. So I would like to hear every other person's opinion on this. So what do you think? Should people still learn how to code, or should you just hand the glove and like, okay, yeah, AI take over. I don't care anymore. Thank you very much.